Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
And welcome to Temple Shir Tikva. We have a wonderful Shabbat evening in store. We welcome our Better Together ensemble and director Adam Bernstein. We welcome everyone who is here for Passover through a Musar lens that will take place in a little bit. And we welcome our Bar Mitzvah family, the Nabels, who you'll hear about in just a moment. So, everyone, please take a deep Shabbat cleansing breath. Let's hear it. And one more. Please join us in prayer and in song tonight. We begin on page 10 with Hine Matov. Together. Tomorrow morning on this bima, Benji Nabel will become a Bar Mitzvah, and it is a pleasure to call him and his family up to kindle the Shabbat lights and then to have a special blessing on this Shabbat of your Bar Mitzvah. Come on up.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. And if you would come in front of the ark, and Benji, if you would go right in the middle and family around him and face out. That would be great. Benji, on this Shabbat of your Bar Mitzvah, we all wish for you to be a person of character, strong but not tough, gentle but not weak. We wish for you to be righteous but never self-righteous, honest but not unforgiving. Wherever you journey, may your steps be firm and may you walk in just paths and not be afraid. Whenever you speak, may your words be words of wisdom and friendship. May your hands build and your heart preserve what is good and beautiful in this world. May the voices of the generations of our people move through you, and may the God of our ancestors be your God as well. May you know that there is a people, a rich heritage, to which you belong, and from that sacred place, you are connected to all who dwell on earth. May the stories of our people always be upon your heart, and may the grace of the Torah rhythm dance in your soul. Amen. And we wish you and your family Mazal Tov. Congratulations. You can have a seat. We continue with Lecha Dodi, a beautiful Shabbat song in which we welcome the Sabbath bride. Tonight, pay attention, we will sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And at verse 9, we will stand, if we wish, and face the door to welcome the Shabbat bride. We are on pages 20 and 21.
Kiva
Shabbat. It is time to welcome one another. Please turn to your left or to your right, behind you, in front of you, and wish someone Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to all who are streaming at home. Good Shabbos. He's adorable. Okay, let's bring it back. You may be seated for the moment, and we are going to continue on page 26 with the Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitkadal shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach edutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayecha u'v'yomecha u'chayei b'chol beit Yisrael. Bagala u'vizman kariv ve'himeru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam le'almayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalam shemedi kedusha v'yichu lehilah min kol birchata v'shirata tushmechata v'nechemata da'iron le'olam v'himeru. Amen.
We rise in body or spirit. Turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu, our call to worship. We continue on the top of page 31. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai Hamariv Aravim.
Page 33 in the middle. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form?
Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together. The Michamocha is on page 40. is our custom at this point in the service to offer a prayer for Israel. This prayer is called Peace, and it is by Rabbi Sonia K. Piltz. Peace begins here in the darkest hour with our backs to the wall and too much to lose. Peace does not begin over latkes and cookies or by switching off our phones. Peace begins after decades of planning, much communication, of growing stronger and training responses that make our boundaries clear. Peace does not look like a dove or a palm branch in the old city. Peace begins when we are done with suffering, when we are firm and determined, and when we don't care anymore what others may think. Peace begins here, right at this moment. It begins with small gestures of affirmation and care for who we are and who we ought to be, over and over again. We continue now with Hashkivenu on page 42 as we ask for a shelter of peace over all of us.
Got it. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom V'Hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Hashkivenu Hashkivenu of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Hamidenu Shomreinu Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim
We continue with Vishamru on page 44.
Israel
for the tefillah in body or spirit on page 46 and face east.
Open my eyes to truth, open my hands to give freely, open my lips to good words, to pure words, open my heart to love. Open my eyes to truth, open my hands to give freely, open my lips to good words, to pure words, open my heart to love. Open my eyes to truth, open my hands to give freely, open my lips to good words, to pure words, open my heart to love. Adonai sefatai tiftach, ufi agi tehilatecha. Open my lips to good words, to pure words, open my heart to love. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekoneh HaKol Bezocher Chasdevot V'imahot Umevi Gehula Livnei V'neihem Liman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Vezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai Mechayei Metim Atah Rav Lehoshia Mashiv HaRuach Morid HaGashem Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayei Metim Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofech Holim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umidomelach Melech Memit Umechayem Umatzmiach Yeshua V'nehman atah lehachehot mehitim Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei hametim Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh Ukedoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
You may continue now in your own private tefillah. When your prayer is complete, you may be seated. on this Shabbat do we add prayers for those in our congregational family who are ill and in need of healing. You will see projected on the screen names of those who are in our community and beyond who are ill and in need of physical or spiritual healing. If you have come into this place thinking of someone likewise who is in need of healing, please feel free to say that name aloud or in your hearts as I scan the room.
Maybe sneak around this way.
We continue with Misha Berach, page 253.
Sheberach avotenu mikor habracha limotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. Let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
There is a reason why Passover is the most celebrated Jewish holiday of the year. Passover is both timely and timeless. It bridges the generations, and it appeals to our minds and our hearts. The question is asked, what is the slavery from which Israel escaped? The Haggadah mentions two rabbis who, of course, disagree. Shmuel argues that the escape is from physical slavery, while Rav believes that it was idolatry and spiritual degradation that we escaped. David Teutsch, in A Night of Questions, commented, and I quote, "It is hardly accidental that the Haggadah here gives us both answers. There can never be complete spiritual freedom without physical freedom, and we cannot maintain physical freedom without spiritual discipline and clarity of mind." In less than 2 weeks, we will sit at our Seder tables and tell the story of our people's enslavement in Egypt and their miraculous release into freedom. Their physical freedom came quickly, immediately upon their exodus from Egypt, but their spiritual freedom took much longer and was more difficult to achieve. I would argue that the pursuit of true spiritual freedom remains aspirational. We are always moving toward it. We grow in spiritual freedom, but we never fully actualize it. We are all spiritual works in progress. And each year, Passover inspires us to consider our freedom anew, to contemplate and then act upon what it means to be free and how to use our freedom, both physical and spiritual, to improve and redeem the world. Tonight's service and the program following gives us an opportunity to prepare for the annual approach of Passover and to reaffirm the goal of this festival's experience. That is not just to tell about, but rather to become our ancient forebears, to behave as if we ourselves were enslaved in Egypt and then set free. Passover is a holiday for every aspect of ourselves. It teaches us to use all of our senses, to open ourselves both as physical and spiritual beings. Our experience at the Seder table with the Haggadah is a lesson plan for all, adults and children, those who are Jewish and those who are not, those who are free and those who yearn for more freedom. It is a holiday for sharing memories and creating them. Passover requires preparation in our homes, our kitchens, our synagogues. We take turns being teachers and students as we retell the great story of our redemption and promise to continue the work of freedom on behalf of all humanity. This evening, we explore different facets of Jewish identity in the hope that we may discover new ways to celebrate our ancient Jewish customs and the vitality of our traditions. On this Shabbat, we renew our connection to music. Our Better Together music ensemble is a new addition this year to Temple Shir Tikva's myriad programs and micro-communities, bringing together members of our teen community and older adults, whom we lovingly call sages. They have been meeting all year with Adam as part of our Wednesday evening Aish teen program. They come together from across generations through their shared love of music. Their participation in our service tonight and on selected Shabbatot throughout the year represents a creative approach to Jewish liturgy and practice. Our seders are likewise filled with music and also bring families, friends, and newcomers together from different generations and walks of life. Music appeals to our souls as well as to our ears and has always been the medium through which Jews have expressed joy and delight, pain and yearning. We turn to music when we are at the heights of happiness and also as a way of navigating despair. Not just at Passover, but every day in our prayers, we are called to remember Miriam, who led the people in song and dance following the exodus from Egypt, as the children of Israel safely crossed the Sea of Reeds and began their life as a free people. Through Miriam's music, song, and movement, this redemptive moment 3,000 years ago still echoes for us, reminding us that we have a responsibility to ensure freedom for everyone. It is our obligation to make sure that every human being finds their rightful place in Miriam's great chorus of freedom. I, for one, plan to think about the Better Together musical model as I prepare for our seders. I am truly inspired by your intergenerational beauty. In addition to music, which touches our emotions, we also will explore Musar later this evening, and in doing so, have another opportunity to exercise our intellect in new ways. Musar is a 1,000-year-old Jewish practice focused on cultivating inner values or virtues, in Hebrew, midot. Among the midot, Musar uses a unique blending of mind and heart and hands to cultivate such things as patience, humility, and generosity within us. As we incorporate these human virtues into our lives and really focus on their meaning, we improve the outside world and decorate our inner lives as well. Musar is often referred to as the process by which we teach our hearts what our minds already understand. It differs from rule-based ethics by using meditation combined with action to reach personal transformation. Musar does not stop at the intellect. It moves us toward doing good. We take pride in Temple Sher Tikva as an extraordinary synagogue model for the study and practice of Musar over the past decade. Its application to Pesach is fitting and natural, as Passover through a Musar lens motivates us to transform our world into deeds, our stories into reality. Musar student and teacher Greg Marcus identifies Musar midot and their direct connection to Passover's deep and meaningful message. I will share one with you to give you an example. Kavod, aim to cultivate respect and honor. Respect for others depends on our own self-respect. It is only when we imagine the pain of bondage and the discomfort of being physically or spiritually not free that we are able to learn to help others. You will remember that the Hebrew root of Mitzrayim, Egypt, actually means narrow places. We each have our shortcomings. We have all had to work for freedom in our own private Mitzrayims, from the narrow straits that block our growth. We think about Passover and wonder, what narrow places can we seek freedom from this year? And where can we be helpful to others who also hope to escape the walls that confine them as well? This is just one of many examples of the way Musar can be creatively used and connect our mind with our hearts. This Shabbat, then, is testimony to the power of creatively transforming Jewish ritual and practices and continually aiming to make them our own. And Passover, of course, has long been a laboratory for our people's deepest creative and intellectual passions. As we learn tonight from dedicated members of our community, we are grateful to be members of a synagogue that encourages each of us to celebrate our Jewish freedom through art and culture, music, learning and teaching, virtues and values. And most of all, we celebrate our being here together. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with Aleinu on page 282 as we rise in body or spirit.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, בגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, לתקן עולם במלכות שדי, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
We never conclude a service without sacred memory. On this Shabbat, we remember the following whose yahrzeits occur this week. Alan Abrahams, Jeanette Bernstein, Joseph Borky, Ardian Botvin, Lynn Bauer McDowell, Elle Bravitz, Hermine Mimi Burrows, Jonathan Eric Cohen, Jeanette DeHaan, Norman Feinberg, Abraham Friedman, Minnie Goldenberg, Grace Gottlieb, Morris Gould, Florence Hecker, Eleanor Henkin, Lenora Cavett, Ellen Kimiatek, L.P. Kwan, Pauline Leicht, Simon Lipscher, Chuck Love, Sarah Nyer, Samuel Mordechai Ravitz, Irving Salloway, Lottie Saul, George Shapiro, Judge Arthur Sherman, Marshall Sloan, Bernice Snyder, David Snyder, David Suval, Sadie Tuber, Sylvia Love Tudor, Edith Weiskopf, Rose Winnick, Dr. David Zeff. And we also remember the following, whose families observe the 30-day period of mourning, Shloshim. Linda Blocker, mother of Zachary Blocker. Charlotte Chicky Berkson, mother of Laurie Wishner. Robert Polanski, husband of Deborah Polanski. If there are any that you would like to add, names of those who have died recently or in the past, or names that I mispronounced, please feel free.
Lila Crowan.
Kaddish is found on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman karif imru amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach leolam olmei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudesha barichu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalom araba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. Zichronam livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing. Please be seated as we ask a few volunteers to pass out Kiddush. So, a few things. We have so much happening here. I am going to start with the thing that is furthest out, actually, and make sure everyone joins us on Saturday, March 28th at 7 p.m. for a joyful, adults-only evening benefiting our annual fund, which supports every aspect of temple life and helps this community thrive. This year, our celebration is extra special as we mark 10 years of our ELC, our Early Learning Center, a decade of joy, curiosity, learning, and wonderful young people. We will have a night of immersive cocktail hour, a curated silent auction, a meaningful and inspiring program, delicious bites and an open bar, dancing, DJ, games. Please, tickets are still available for individuals and groups. Reserve your spot now. We are really excited about this night. The Women's Chocolate Seder will be held on Monday, this coming Monday, March 23rd at 7 p.m., a little different than in the past. Hopefully you are already signed up to join us. On Tuesday, March 24th, 7 p.m. via Zoom, TST reads Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride, a wonderful book. Please join us at 7 p.m. on Zoom. And finally, tonight, if you are joining us for Passover through a Musar lens, please swiftly make your way to the social hall so we can begin our program. Unfortunately, we are unable to accommodate walk-ins tonight for this program. I especially want to thank Carol Shaw and Karen Langweber for all of the work together with Marissa Brockman,
And John Legg and
John
Stephen
Legg
in the office.
and Stephen.
And the whole Musar team.
For everything to bring all of these Musar people together. Raise your hand if you've done Musar at some point here at Temple Shir Tikva. That is a beautiful thing. I want to also make sure to thank our Better Together ensemble and director Adam and, of course, Hollis for directing our wonderful music program. And we would like to invite Benji to come up for Kiddush tonight. Come on up, Benji. Yeah. And we ask everyone, please, to rise. Here, I can take this one.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hakafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotov v'rotzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu Zikron lemase vereshit ki hu yom tehila lemeknai kodesh zecher l'tzivat Mitzrayim ki vanu v'chata be'otanu kidashta im kol Shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchatanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
kids were little, they would want to collect our empties because they wanted to put them on the table and get 8 more uses. Oh my God. Still. Yeah, but still. And then the older one tries to corral the younger one when they embarrass them totally. I mean, they still act like toddlers. They're wearing suits right now. June, and my son will actually be here. What is the next one? June 2nd? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I loved it. It was easy. It was really fun.
Yep.